The New York State Police are proud to showcase man's best friend in our canine demonstration.
All right, day 3, Great New York State Fair. You guys ready to have fun today? All right, we have a very special show for you guys today. This will be the best thing that you guys do or see at the entire New York State Fair. Now, something we ask of you guys in the audience. If you think something's funny, we want you to laugh. If you like something, clap. Basically, the louder you guys can be, the better our dogs perform. So, before we start, I'm going to introduce you to a few people. Right here, we have Big Dan, just gonna send it, Smith. Up in the tower, we have DJ DeRoshi. Show them what you got, DJ. You have some skills up there. And without any further ado, our host for today's events, we call him the director, Trooper Eric Now.
Hello, everyone. Here's my rock star smoke. Do you love it? I like it. Welcome, everybody, to the Great New York State Fair, and thank you very, very much for coming out to see us today. And welcome to what I consider the most exciting, energetic, entertaining show here at the entire fair, the Great New York State Police Canine exhibit. So welcome and thank you very much for coming out today. I'm Trooper Eric Knapp with the State Police. I've been a trooper for the last 19 years. I've had the good fortune of being a canine handler for the last 10 years. And lucky for you folks today, I'm your MC for the next half an hour. So everyone remain calm, you're stuck with me. And a little bit of a factoid here for you regarding me. It was on August 15th, just about a week and a half ago, that I became the oldest member of the Troop D Canine unit on my birthday when I turned 350 years old in dog years. So you got the oldest boy here today, so you're stuck with the geriatric crowd with me today. So anyways, we're going to have a lot of fun today, and hopefully you'll learn a little bit. Today we're going to have some of our canine handlers bringing their canine partners out to exhibit the skills that they utilize every day while they protect the people of the state of New York. But before they come on out, I'm just going to give you a broad overview of our canine program. Basically, in 1975, the state police purchased 3 explosive detecting canines from the United States Army in anticipation of the 1980 Winter Olympics up in Lake Placid. Since then, our unit has grown to 99 canine teams throughout the New York State, which makes the New York State Police the largest non-military canine unit in the entire country. We've got 3 bloodhound teams that are strictly for tracking, and then we have 96 multi-purpose patrol dogs that either have the specialty of explosives detection or narcotics detection. Now, the reason we use dogs for police work is for their extremely strong sense of smell. So we'll use the dog's strong sense of smell to either detect narcotics or explosives where we might not see them with our eyes. We'll also detect the odor of human beings, who will track for lost or missing people or bad guys that run away. We'll also use that very, very strong sense of smell to find a bad guy or a burglar hiding in a building. And 31 of our teams throughout the state are also cross-designated with cadaver training. That means they use their strong sense of smell to find human remains or cadavers. And finally, we use those shiny white things right underneath their nose called their teeth to protect us. So like a lot of you guys out here, we go to school as well. So our training facility is located centrally in Cooperstown, New York. So back in the year 2000, through the generosity of Miss Jane Forbes Clark and the Clark Foundation, a 10,000 square foot facility was built for us on 2,000 acres of land. So that's where our 99 canine teams, as well as over 50 outside agencies, receive their basic training, as well as their semi-annual recertification. And then finally, folks, I want to talk to you about the names of our dogs. Each one of our dogs is named in honor of a trooper that lost their life in the line of duty. So it's a distinct honor for every canine handler to be able to carry out the memory of that fallen trooper through the daily hard work of their dog. So if you happen to see any state police canine handler, ask them about the name of their dog and they'd be happy to tell you a story. So I know this is my first time meeting a lot of you guys out here today. You can probably get a good feel for me for right now, meeting I like to talk, okay? I gotta get to the gap. So you can either listen to me flap my gums for the next half hour, or you guys can see a dog. You guys want to see a dog? Yeah! Or you can listen to me talk for half an hour. You guys want to see some dogs? Yeah, we got a feisty group out here today, boys. Let's give them a show. Oh, yeah! Our first canine handler is a 16-year veteran of the New York State Police, stationed out of SPO Oneida. Before he became a trooper, he was an understudy for the job of Dr. Evil in the Austin Powers movies. Let me introduce you to Trooper Connors and Bloodhound.
You guys can pet her when she comes by.
Sheenie.
You guys can pet her.
Shenie's a 4-year-old female bloodhound named in honor of Trooper Craig. Not a Sheenie.
But all these years that I've been here, and nobody got past red. And the one saying, come on, somebody, why don't you run?
We always get a Sheenie again.
In my lantern, in my...
So this is my canine partner, Sheenie. I have had Sheenie since she was an 8-week-old puppy. When I got Sheenie, she was this big, and she rode the entire way home in my wife's purse. Before we start here today, Sheenie always needs to stretch. So we've been using bloodhounds in the state police since 1934. The reason we use bloodhounds is to look for people that are lost, missing, or criminals that fled the scene. Now, the reason we use bloodhounds is they have a really strong nose. Now, to demonstrate this, I'm going to have everybody take your thumb just like this and cover up your nose. So do you guys see how your thumb covers up most of your nose? All right, you can put your thumbs down now. When I do that same thing to Sheenie, you can still see her nose. So we as humans, we have 5 million scent receptors. 5 million, that's a huge number, right? The average bloodhound has 300 million scent receptors. So 5 million versus 300 million. The next question everyone asks is when my dogs are looking or trailing somebody, what are they actually following? So how many of you guys in the audience have seen Peter Pan before? Oh, looks like most of you. So there's a character in there named Tinkerbell, right? Everywhere Tinkerbell goes, Tinkerbell is throwing out pixie dust. Well, we as humans, we're throwing out our own form of pixie dust in the form of skin cells. We shed 48,000 skin cells per minute, and 70% of the dust in your house is from these skin cells. So with that being said, hopefully you guys like who you're going to sit next to each other here today. So what Sheenie is trained to do is I give her an article of clothing from the person that's lost or missing or the criminal that fled the scene. And she smells that, and then she knows to follow their pixie dust or their skin cells. A couple characteristics that Sheenie has that helps her do her job is her big ears. You guys see these things? Good thing it's not too much windier out here. We can probably fly away, right? So these ears actually do not help her hear. What they do is they help her smell. What they do is they drag along the ground just like this, and it picks up that scent or that odor she's looking for, and it brings it to her powerful nose. Now, another thing that Sheenie has that helps her do her job is all this loose skin. You guys see how loose all this skin is? What happens to this loose skin when she puts her nose down the trail? Her face wrinkles up just like this. You guys see that? Is that funny or what? Can you guys see it down there? So all these wrinkles collect the scent particles, and it brings it to her powerful nose. Now, last but not least, Sheenie drools. The other day, she shook just like that, and the whole front row got covered with drool. It was pretty disgusting. Now, the reason they drool is the wet nose works better. So they take that drool with their tongue when they're trailing for somebody, and they put it on their nose. Now, just to prove to you guys how much she drools, look at this. I collected this drool here this morning. You guys see all that drool? Is that disgusting or what? So an old-time handler, he was running around here somewhere today. He taught me a little trick about this drool. He has a really good head of hair, and he said it's really good for growing hair. And if you don't notice, I need help in that department, huh? So I think what he said is you take a little of this drool, just like this, and you rub it on your head. Is it working? Am I growing any hair? No? Maybe he said you are supposed to drink it. What do you think? Sound like a good idea? You want to see me drink it? Oh, actually it kind of tastes like chicken. Is it working? I think he was pulling my leg. Thank you guys.
For Kevin Connors and Bloodhound Sheenie, the reason we only have 3 Bloodhound teams in the state is because those boys are a little eccentric and they're tough to deal with. So thanks again to Trooper Connors. We really appreciate
Sheenie, stop drinking your
you
drool.
got your mic on.
Sheenie, stop drinking the drool. Oh no, Sheenie just drank her own drool. Whoa, I feel like I'm growing hair. And whoa, Sheenie is multiplying.
What?
Yeah, she multiplied. You want to see it?
All right, you guys want to see it? Oh, Bloodhound Sheenie and Bloodhound Tilly. Tilly's a 4-month-old bloodhound in training, named in honor of Trooper Thomas Lines. Trooper Connors is training Tilly to be placed down in Troop K, SB Poughkeepsie in the spring of 2019.
I just have one last thing to say. Hello, ladies.
Get out of here. Evidently the mullet is back in style. Go get him, Trooper Connors. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask you this question maybe more than once today, but I'm going to ask you again. Do you guys have any interest in seeing another dog? Yeah! We do have a lively crowd. All right, our next handler is a 6-year veteran of the New York State Police station out of SB Hastings. Prior to becoming a state trooper, she was the 2007 Oswego County Mud Wrestling Champion. Let me introduce you to Trooper Kylie Black and Canine Rod. What is a 90-pound half German Shepherd, half Belgian Malinois? Named in honor of Trooper Ernest Rudd, his specialty is explosive detection. That dog does not stop barking at me. This is ridiculous. Trooper Black, just keep that. Stop that dog barking. I've got to talk here. Trooper Black has got to be one of the most respectful troopers on the entire unit. She's very engaging with the public and a wonderful addition to our unit. Very, very polite. Absolutely love her, having her around. That dog of hers continues to bark and kind of annoying. Anyways, the reason Trooper Black is out here today is because there's a focus on physical fitness with the state police. Part of a specialty unit, we're held to a higher standard of physical fitness, and Trooper Black is our physical fitness guru. That dog just doesn't stop barking. Anyways, Trooper Black is a whole workout regimen that she works out with Canine Rudd here, and she's going to show us a few things that I have no idea what's going on here. A few things that she does to stay in shape for her annual physical fitness. Trooper Black, what do you do for your first workout? Squats with your dog? Rudd can do them? All right, let's see them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. That's 49 squats in dog years. Wow, that was a great job, Rudd. Good work. You're going to take a break? Oh my goodness, you lounge lizard. I know it's kind of hot today, but really? Because you have to wear your smock out today. All right, now Trooper Black, you've got another trademark workout that you do with Rudd, am I correct? Oh, lunges, so it's a combination of Rudd lunges. So Rudd is 90 pounds. What do you do with Rudd? You pick that dog up and do lunges? That's why you're the powerhouse that you are. All right, let's see Trooper Kylie Black and Canine Rudd do some lunges. You're kidding me. What are you doing?
I heard you guys are jazzercising out here.
What are you doing out here, Mr. Body by Neglect?
I'm here to start working out. I'm going to start working out today. Today's the day.
Today is the day.
So what are you guys up to, for real?
We're doing lunges. It's where you pick up the dog, runs 90 pounds, you start to do lunges with the dog.
90 pounds?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I have an idea. Assistant.
What?
I need to
You
call
have an
my
assistant now?
I do.
Oh my goodness. What's
Oh,
going
here
on?
he comes. Hey, assistant. So what's the
Wait.
A 9 ounce and a 4 ounce? I'll take the 4 ounce. Thank you, sir.
4 ounce stuff.
Okay, you guys ready for this?
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
I just pulled a hammy and ripped my pants.
You did? Get out of here. Get out of here. This is a family event. Get out of here. Unreal. I get that mullet shaved. All right, Trooper Black, you want to show the crew out here how you can do lunges with Canine Rudd? Let's cheer on, guys. Here's lunges. 90 pounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 35 lunges. In dog language, let's thank Trooper Kylie Black and Canine Rudd, our physical fitness gurus. All right, guess what, folks? I'm actually going to introduce another new dog. Are you guys ready? Yeah! All right, let's give a big round of applause. He's an 18-year veteran of the New York State Police Station of SB Catskill. He enjoys collecting snow globes and old editions of Cat Fancy magazine in his basement apartment in his mother's house. Let me introduce you to Jeff Dovich and Canine DJ. Now, DJ is a 6-year-old male German Shepherd. He weighs about 75 pounds. He's a long-haired German Shepherd. He has a specialty in explosives detection. He's named in honor of Trooper David Lane. Now, as Trooper Black showed us how to stay in shape, for the troopers to stay in shape, one of the things Trooper Jovich is going to show is how we keep our dogs in shape. At our canine facility in Cooperstown, we have a very large agility course. An agility course challenges the dogs to keep them physically fit, as well as exposing them to different environments and surfaces that they may be challenged with in the field. So let's see Canine DJ do a little agility. What do you think, guys? Here we go, doing now! Up over the 8th grade. the confined space of the tube. Great job, DJ. What a workout. Great job.
Hey, Trooper Nap, Trooper Nap.
Oh, you're back. And, yeah, evidently you just got a haircut. The Flowbee is working back there?
Yes, the Flowbee is good. But you are talking way too much to these people out here.
What?
We want to be entertained and you just keep talking.
Blah, blah,
I think we're going to spice this up a little bit. I think we're going to have DJ jump through a ring of fire.
We can't do that.
Do you guys want to see DJ jump through a ring of fire?
Wait a second. This is a long-haired German Shepherd. You
It's
can't do
okay.
that.
Here's what I need everyone in the audience to do. Close your eyes for a second while I light the ring of fire.
Shh. Close your eyes.
All right, open your eyes. We have a ring of fire.
All right, our OSHA-approved ring of fire.
All right, let's see if we can do it.
All right, folks.
DJ Hiroshi, let's get some ring of fire music.
All right, let's go get him. Over here.
Fell into the ring of fire.
Oh, thank goodness DJ didn't put on his hairspray. He would have gone up in flames today. Great job. Jeff Jovich and Canine DJ. Now, if you guys have been to the State Fair before, you've seen the one and the only. Yes, the next Canine handler and his partner. Let me introduce, without any further ado, he's a 24-year veteran of the New York State Police Station out of SP North Syracuse. And prior to becoming a trooper back in 1992, he was voted the most popular lifeguard at Green Lake State Park by women the ages of 17 to 24, as well as men 35 to 40. Let me introduce to you Trooper Mark Bender and Canine Superdog Bandit. Trooper Mark Bender. Canine Man is a 7-year-old male German Shepherd. He specializes in narcotics detection as well as cadaver detection, named in honor of Trooper Amanda Anna. Trooper Mark Bender, Canine Bandit. A leash and her dog.
Very small dog.
Very small. I remembered him as a 75-pound German Shepherd.
So unfortunately, as most of you people know, my dog is the high maintenance dog. Unfortunately, I get Anna the day off, and he stayed home, and it was the day the wedding was on TV.
The royal wedding?
Royal wedding. So he did a lot of thinking about this, and he decided his grand entrance, he wants royalty,
So he was a little focused on Miss Meghan Markle?
as am I. So if I could call out Mannon's assistant.
You got an assistant for this dog too?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Trooper Cutters, how strange to see you back.
First, we're going to roll out to Mannon's red carpet.
This is ridiculous.
He is a royal dog,
Oh.
and I need to play him a little something.
Wait, are you calling out a dog or are you calling geese? Oh, much better. Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please focus your attention to the shed and the smoke coming from the shed. He is royalty. Canine Superdog Bandit!
Crown and everything. This is an absolute outrage. Oh my goodness, what a high maintenance dog. Again, Trooper Bender is a 24-year veteran of the New York State Police, and nobody takes his job more seriously than Trooper Bender. Here at Troop Canine, we're very, very focused on the job that we do. We're very, very strict and stay focused. Trooper Bender being the senior man, he's strict, he's orderly, got attention to detail. He's a fine example for young troopers to follow as well as young canine handlers, and nobody better to do canine obedience than Trooper Mark Bender and Canine Mandan. You guys ready to see Trooper Bender do some obedience with Canine Mandan? Okay, let's see. As you were. All right, Trooper Bender, let's show the group some canine obedience. Right now he's got him, Canine Mandan, on leash. So he's connected to Trooper Bender and he's heeling right now. To heel means you stand at the handler's left-hand side and you can see how focused Mandan is on Trooper Bender. Goes around, does some turns. He'll give both verbal and nonverbal cues. So nonverbal cues mean hand signals because it's not all the time that we're able to speak. In a tactical situation or a high-risk environment, we do not want somebody to know where we're at. So we'll give the dog hand signals to follow our commands. So he's giving the dog a command to down and to stay. And now he'll do off-lead heeling. So the dog will stay right to his side even though he doesn't have the direct contact of the leash. He's doing fantastic. Great job. Tells the dog to sit and to down. Trooper Bender's going to do what's called a recall. He's going to keep the dog in a down and a stay. Mandan's going to pay attention to Trooper Bender, and even without saying anything, he knows to stay right there until he's recalled comes back to his handler, and his handler loves him up. Let's hear it for Trooper Mark Bender and Canine. Super Dog Mandan. Great job, team. What a fantastic team out there. A little high maintenance, but we can deal with them. We'll be all right. Hey, Bender. What's going on back there? Those cameras or what? What? Hey, Bender.
There's paparazzi everywhere.
Paparazzi for this dog without his royalty? What's going on with you? Oh, Canine Philly. Oh, we got Canine Philly and Canine Rougie. Canine Philly's a female, 7-week-old Belgian Malinois, and Canine Rougie is a 7-week-old male Dutch Shepherd. It appears as though Canine Philly's plumbing works perfectly well. All right, now with the state police with our multi-purpose patrol dogs, we use 3 different breeds. We'll either use a German Shepherd like Canine Mandan, a Belgian Malinois like Canine Philly, or a Dutch Shepherd like Canine Rougie. All these are proven work dogs. They're very, very loyal, very intelligent, very strong, and who knows, maybe in the next year, the Canine Philly and Canine Rougie will be part of the New York State Police Canine Unit. Let's hear it for Tilly, Rougie, and Philly. All right, guys, and Mandan, you are so high maintenance. You got your paparazzi. This is ridiculous. All right, folks. Our next handler we're going to introduce. You've seen him once before. You're going to see him again. Again, he's down at SP Catskill. It's going to be Trooper Jeff Dovich and Canine DJ to show us some explosives detection. Canine DJ, Trooper Jeff Dovich. Trooper Jeff Dovich. There he is! Out of nowhere. Fantastic job. Now you'll see our explosive detecting canine teams often throughout the state of New York in areas of large public gatherings or critical infrastructure. Our job is to detect and deter from any kind of terroristic activity. So you'll see Canine DJ as well as Trooper Dovich out there out and about in airports or public gatherings and stuff like that to protect you folks while you're out with your families. So one of the things we have with the state police canines is that they're extremely smart, but we have yet to teach them how to talk. So the way the Canine DJ communicates with Trooper Dovich is he will sit when he detects the odor of an explosive because we wouldn't want that dog to scratch it about. So the dog will sit when he detects the odor of an explosive. Trooper Dovich, you want to show the group a little canine detection with Canine DJ. Go get it, buddy. Sticks of bright objects, some recycle bins, big fan. Couple other things, fantastic. Here's so Canine DJ is sat down next to that last recycle bin. So that's the indication of the odor of explosives. Is that correct? What do you got under there? An ABC bomb. What's an ABC bomb? ABC later. Hey, don't leave me out here with that thing. Get back here, Dovich. What are you doing? Trooper Connors, how's going on? I haven't seen you all day. Where have you been?
It's okay. It's not a real bomb.
Oh,
No,
you're not a bomb disposal specialist.
Yeah,
you can't come out here.
It's not a real bomb. I have something staging over here.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's not there.
No.
Where was the staging?
Yeah.
Right over
It's over
here?
there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't touch it. You need a bomb disposal specialist to deal with any kind of TNT or explosives.
I put this in a TNT box because I knew it would keep people away. So I decided to start working out today, and I figure I need to keep my protein up. So I have something in here.
You're kidding me.
A little dinosaur barbecue. This is proof that even DJ knows that dinosaur barbecue is the bomb.
Get out of here. Trooper Connors in a hot mess. And folks, again, if you happen to see a bomb, smell a bomb, hear the word bomb, please don't take things in your own hand. Call 911, and the state police will send their bomb disposal unit there promptly. And a disclaimer, and on with the show. All right, folks, we're going to have one more handler come on out. You've seen him before. We're going to see him again. Let me introduce you our seasoned veteran, Trooper Mark Bender and Canine Super Dog Mandan. All right, Trooper Bender and Canine Mandan are a narcotics detecting team. So what Trooper Bender is going to show us with Canine Mandan is how Mandan will detect the odor of narcotics. Now again, Mandan is extremely smart, but he does not talk as well. So he communicates with Trooper Bender when he finds the odor of narcotics by scratching that area. In his head, he thinks he's digging his toy out of that area. So Trooper Bender is going to show us some narcotics detection. Trooper Bender, reading Cat Stir magazine. What's going on with you?
This is my contractual break time.
It's our demonstration. You're supposed to be doing this demo for the detection.
I didn't schedule the demo. You did.
Why are you throwing this on me? We
You're the director.
got people expected to see some stuff out here. So Is Manon contractually obligated for this?
He's not in my union.
All right, Manon, you want to go to work today? I need some help here today. All right, what I'm looking for is a future state trooper or potential future canine handler. There's a test to be taken, and you guys got to be really, really sharp. And I need you to be a real good group here. Let's see who I might. You with the cool sunglasses, very intimidating. Come on out here. You've already got the highway patrol glasses on, so that's a half a point. Fantastic. Come on out here, buddy. All right. What's your name? How about I just call you Maxwell? Is that a good start? Okay, Maxwell. How old are you? 18 or 19?
9, get out of town, 9.
Oh, is he awesome? So Maxwell, you're 9, and what part of New York are you from? You're from Greece, so outside of the Rochester area. Let's hear it from Maxwell from Greece, folks. All right, but there is going to be an entrance exam here, okay? So pardon me, I say trooper. You remember that Trooper Black said you had to be very physically fit, right? Can you give me 3 push-ups? Down. Up. 1. Down. Up. 2. Down. Up. 3. That is 21 dog push-ups, by the way. I love it, Maxwell. You're awesome. All right, I got another question for you. What is the fastest land animal? Cheetah. This kid is brilliant. Future trooper. I love it. All right, your last question I'm going to ask you. Which canine handler the New York State Police can't exhibit is your favorite canine handler, Maxwell? Trooper. ENAB? Perfect answer. Future trooper. Outstanding. All right, we've got a good candidate. Come on over here, Maxwell. All right. Can you think you can handle a state police canine? All right, I'm going to give you some safety gloves. Okay, Maxwell? Here's your right glove. You can put that one on. You're welcome. And thank you for using your nice manners. I appreciate it. Here's your left glove. All right. Now, Maxwell, this is what we need to do when we look at the crowd. Let's intimidate them and give them the claw. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Claw. All right. They're all. See how back they stay perfect. All right, Maxwell, you're ready to handle canine Manon. Do you think you can do it? All right, Trooper Bender, can I inconvenience you to at least bring your dog over here to have Maxwell work with him? Can you do that? All right, Maxwell, we're going to do some narcotics detection with canine Manon. So hold on to that loosely. Ready? Right here.
Search find drugs.
Search find drugs. Well, that was. Now, what's he going to do when he finds something? What's he doing? Should we give him a toy to give him praise? I think he found it. Good job, Maxwell. You can let go of that leash. Fantastic. Let's see what he found. All right, let's look underneath the recycle bin. What did he find? A cardboard box. That's awesome! Maxwell, great job. Cardboard box. Already in the troopers, you got to use investigative skills. Am I correct, Maxwell? This is the next portion of the program. Open the box, Maxwell. Let's see what you got. What did Canine Manon find for you? Maxwell, show the group the Trooper Foundation stuffed German Shepherd for your expert. Fantastic job, Maxwell. Let's hear it from Maxwell. Good job, buddy. All right. Hey, Maxwell, you can keep the dog. Give me my patrol gloves back. Don't get too comfortable with me, buddy. Fantastic job. You did such a super job. You take it easy. All right, thank you very much. Let's hear it from Maxwell. Great job, big buddy. Super job, and I'm so glad, man, you finally got out to actually do some work, even though his handler didn't want to do anything.
Control 2, State Police Canine.
State Police Canine's on control.
State Police Canine, are you able to assist State Police units on 690? They have a motor vehicle failing to comply, possibly involved in an armed robbery.
Affirmative. Canine Sheeny and Canine Manon en route.
Control copy, I'll patch you
Let's
through.
run out here. This sounds like a pursuit. So guys, just stay in the scene, okay? Mr. Main, we'll get this done with you shortly, okay?
Eastbound on 690, speeds around 80 miles per hour.
That's right around here.
Approaching the fairground.
Oh my goodness.
Copy, 2D12.
318, I have spike strips deployed to block the fairground.
Vehicle hit the spike strip, 3 tires deflated. The vehicle just spun out in front of the fairground.
That's right around here. So just down the stairs for a second for me, okay? Thank you very much.
State Police Helicopter 1816. I have a visual on the suspect. He just hopped the fence near gate 4.
It's right around here.
1816, I see canine units are tracking the
If you guys
suspect.
happen to see anybody suspicious, just let me know, okay? Anybody out of the ordinary, just let me know. Alright, thank you. Can you post it?
Bloodhound Sheeny's on the trail of the suspect. Bloodhound Sheeny's trailing the suspect. We're approaching the State Police Canine exhibit demonstration. Contact with the suspect. There he is. Trooper Bender, you and Manon take over. Canine Sheedy and I are going to hang out over here.
This is News Channel 9. Sheedy, what do you have to say about this?
She loves her job. Now, Trooper Ben is trying to get compliance from the felony suspect, giving him direct orders to stay still and not to challenge him. He's a felony suspect. He's not listening. He deploys Bandit, who engages the bad guy and arrests the bad guy. To arrest means to hold. And the way Bandit arrests somebody is he will bite and hold onto his arm until Trooper Bender releases Bandit from the bite. Oh, he looks so good. Oh, I really like a second chomp out of him. So Bandit, very obedient, comes back to Trooper Bender, comes and heels and lays down next to Trooper Bender to always pay attention to what Bender does. Now Bender's going to pat that guy down and make sure there's no weapons on him whatsoever. What do you got there, Trooper Bender? A gun. Nice job. Take the gun off the bad guy. Good work out there. There's excellent teamwork. Easy, easy. Take the gun. Now, Bender, let's cuff him up and take him downtown. Let's get this over with. Good job, Bandit. Bad guy moves. Canine Bandit disobeys all basic obedience to ultimately always protect his handler, Trooper Bender, and engages the bad guy again. And for that, he's rewarded with one unofficial human arm Canine Super Dog Bandit. Great job, Trooper Bender and Bandit, and great job, Bloodhound Sheedy and Trooper Kevin Connors. As we saw, Canine Super Dog Bandit is always here to protect Trooper Bender, and all of our canine partners are there to protect us. It's our obligation to protect them. Every one of our dogs is issued a ballistic vest to protect them from gunfire. Every one of our dogs is also given great veterinary care 24 hours a day. And every one of our vehicles has a heat regulatory system in it, so if it gets too warm like a day today, inside, the windows automatically drop, a fan turns on, and an alarm goes off. And finally, the dogs are the state's dogs and we're their handlers. But when they retire, they're signed over to us as our pets, so they're with us for the duration. We all obviously enjoy the jobs that we do. We have a great deal of interest in what we do, and we're glad that you have an interest in what we've done as well. You've been a great crowd. Enjoy our Trooper Foundation store. You'll meet and greet with our canine handlers. And stand by for the Special Operations Response Team very shortly. And enjoy your great day at the Great New York State Fair. Thank you so much.
Hi guys! Thank you. I remember when my dog was this small. I don't know if my dog was ever this small. Hi guys! Thank you.